wanted to talk in this video a little bit about background washes and kind of having a base color in a painting. Now this is something that I've seen the vast majority of more experienced artists do this. They have kind of a background color or a background wash or a base layer to their paintings, but it's something that I often do not do. And I'll tell you, I want to talk a little bit about why that is and some of my experiences with that. So with the painting that I have on screen, there is a background wash, kind of. This is actually a painting that I messed up on probably a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. So the background color on this one, like there was a basic outline under painting and I wiped it clean. Well, not really clean, but I kind of scrubbed it off. And then I put that paper aside with the intent of reusing it. And months later, I started painting this guy kind of leaning on his hand. The background layer was completely dry. So I just had kind of the brownish background there. And that was actually pretty successful. I think that worked out really well on this one. Where I have struggled though is another option, which is having just like when I paint, laying down a wet layer of oil paint. Sometimes kind of thinned down with linseed oil. Not always though, I've tried it both ways. For some reason, this for me has kind of been a struggle, and it might be reflective of my lack of training, formal training and education in art. I think that might be something you learn in school, but it's something that I've struggled with. And when I try to have that wet layer, a lot of times my paintings, I work alla prima on these all in one session, wet on wet painting, and my paintings often become like a muddy mess when I try to do that with that wet background layer. I don't know if that's just experience though. I'm not really sure, but I've struggled with it. So it's something that I've avoided a lot with my paintings. You'll see often when I share these videos, I just start with a white background, just plain painting surface. There's nothing on it. I think the Strathmore oil paper that I use is maybe treated with something, but it doesn't have any color. It's just white. So sometimes when I paint these, if I rush or force myself to hurry, you can see little white spots in parts of the background. I try to be thorough, but you can't always get all those. So like I'll paint the subject first and then I'll start filling in the background. And I don't always get everything, and that's probably a mark of, maybe an amateur, somewhat inexperienced artist that happens. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not. But so that's often what I do, is just start blank. So, but this time I started with the dried color in the background, and that is something that I found has worked better for me. And it might be something that I need to do more often, because with this painting in particular, I feel like it worked really well. I love the way I was able to kind of block in skin tones and some warm spots and cool spots. It was really, really pretty successful, I thought. So maybe something I want to explore more often. And I'm trying to think, which other paintings I've done this with something already in the background, but it's already kind of dry. I know there have been a few, usually, paper that I wanted to save and try to reuse. But I feel like those have been pretty successful too, from what I can recall. So I might have stumbled onto something here with this painting, something that might work for me more in the future. So that's all I have on this topic: background washes and background layers. So if anyone has any comments, feel free to sound off. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope to see you for the next one.